It's like, here's the thing, right? They won't get much from that, because it's a 10-game split. And though the bundle stars stuff doesn't really make a lot of money most of the time. So, okay, a bit of money's going to Wild Game Studios. They're most likely not getting, by any means, the lion's share of it. I would think Calypso's getting most of it from Tropico 4, because it's the highest kind of profile game in the bundle. But the other guys don't deserve to be punished just because Wild Game Studios are a bunch of fucking idiots. So yeah, I would still get that. Honestly. I understand people want to boycott it because of Gary's incident, and yeah, that's cool to see, you know, because they did a really shitty thing. But yeah, I would not. Absolutely not.
Uther versus Jaina.
Is that? Oh shit! Is this the same guy? No, it was Kildis. Okay, I was gonna say he just. I made him leave in agony, and now it would have me again. That would be terrible. Calypso is pretty good. I don't know that. They always seem like they're on the verge of making a really great game, and it never quite gets there. Tropico's really good, but Tropico. Alright, do you want to live dangerously? You gonna live dangerously? Oh yeah, we're gonna live dangerously, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna millhouse against a mage. Yeah! Ooh, that's a fucking bundle. What's that one? Apparently there's another bundle on Bundle Stars, which is Nuclear Dawn, Hard Reset, Painkiller Black Edition, Air Buccaneers, Xenoclash 1 and 2, and Chaser. That's actually a really good bundle. Uh-oh, here come the Arcane Missiles. How many more spells has he got, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, only one. I got away with it. Alright. Pretty much got away with it at any rate. So,
What you've learned.
we'll trade the Millhouse. That's fine. Turn 1, double Pyroblast. Should have played my Cho. Well, if I had my Cho, I would have turned 1 Cho'd instead of Millhouse, but I didn't. Tickmaster over Spark. I'm not going to do anything with him yet. We can use Old Murkai to kill the 3-2 off. But he's probably going to kill Cho with it. But there's nothing I can really do aside from take a risk. Yeah, he's going to kill off Cho. That's to be expected. Yes, I don't believe Calypso made Dark, they published it. You gotta bear in mind, Calypso is a publisher. They do develop some stuff internally, but they're mostly a publisher. Alright, we're gonna Old Murkai because I want to get rid of this. We could go with the Tink Master play, but yeah. That's a bit of a risk. But yeah, it's... Calypso, they have great ideas and they don't necessarily execute them to the fullest of potential, which is unfortunate. Okay, we can try for the Devil Saw play, or we can go for Elite Torrent Chieftain. I'm gonna try for the Devil Saw play, because I have balls. Yeah! Devil Saw! Sweet.
Reporting for duty.
Do you want to play more PlanetSide 2? Yeah, the latest optimization, unfortunately, didn't really do it for me. I'm really looking for that 60 FPS experience, and I'm not really getting it. It's decent enough. I can definitely play it, don't get me wrong, but... It's a hell of a lot more reliable than fucking Battlefield 4 is, I'll tell you that for a fact. Oh, jeez. That's a video game. Sometimes. Sometimes it's a video game, not always. More often than not, it isn't. Galvan Mechazork. Poultryizer. Yeah, this mage is actually playing properly, so I'm suffering at the hands of that. Yeah, that was expected. Flame Strike in to trade the 3-3 for the 6-2. That's fine. I've got way more good cards, so it doesn't matter. That's fine. I don't mind you doing things like that. Elite Tauren Chieftain. Man, it would be so beautiful if their investors actually sued EA, because Battlefield 4 is a fucking farce. Rogues do it. And now he's gonna kill that. He's doing fairly well. I'll give him credit for that. I do have I Am Murloc available, and unfortunately I lost my Murkai earlier. Never mind. Eventually, once they fix Battlefield 4, it'll probably be a pretty good game. And to be fair, I got pretty lucky to start with. The bugs actually came later from me. And it was awful. Absolutely dreadful. Oh, Sylvanas thing. But when I first started, it was actually pretty good. Like, it worked fairly well. But I think I got lucky. And it got a lot worse later on. I got spawned under the ground all the time. I had shitloads of frame rate issues that were just utterly unacceptable. Massive crashes and disconnections from servers. All sorts of awful, awful things. Welcome to Frankie Smalls that just subscribed. Yeah, I'll eventually get around to playing more Battlefield, but like, the whole experience has just soured me to the franchise in general. I can't be bothered with it. To be fair, Titanfall's going to come out quite soon. I'm hoping that it's in a better state than that. If Titanfall isn't, then that's going to be very upsetting indeed. Alright. Well, it's turn 9. Alex Straza for 14 damage. Cause fuck you, that's why. I'm really worried about Titanfall, I'm gonna be frank. I'm very concerned that it will suck. Not that it will suck necessarily, that the PC port will just be an abomination. You gotta bear in mind that the last game that Infinity Ward released before they became Respawn for PC was Modern Warfare bloody 3. Yeah. Technically, it was Modern Warfare 2, because Modern Warfare 3 did come out under the Infinity Ward name, but by that point, Vince Zampella and co. had left.
What to do? What to do?
Heroes of the Storm.
Time runs out on me.
I played Heroes of the Storm at BlizzCon, and it was okay. I was not blown away by it. But it, you know, that was certainly incomplete, to say the least, so... Is he really going to allow a 10 mana hand to disappear? I think he's just gone AFK in disgust. Well, that was very silly of him. Alright. Well, now he just gets murdered. Baron Geddon. Yep, he's bailed on me. Yeah, the whole Titanfall only being multiplayer scaring publishers is just a joke. Are you serious? Like, you don't seem to understand. People don't buy Call of Duty games for the single player. Yeah, they might play it, but they play multiplayer. Like, multiplayer is a thing. It's a real thing now. We don't have MSN's TheZone.com to rely on. It's a thing, and it works. So why is... I don't. Thank God it doesn't have a single-player campaign. I am absolutely sick of games that are blatantly multiplayer games, wasting development resources and time on single-player campaigns. For no good reason. Welcome to Glearman, by the way, that just subscribed. So I'm glad that at least, you know, all credit to them. EA has been shitty the last few months, and they continue to be shitty for a wide variety of different reasons, but all credit to them for actually having the balls to say, yeah, actually, when it comes to hardcore FPS, people play in multiplayer, so what the hell is the point in wasting money on a single-player campaign?
Uther versus
Thank God someone did that.
The light shall bring victory.
Guess it's good that Vincent Peller and co. actually have the sodding clout to say to EA, yeah, we're gonna do this. Buy it for the single player. Jesus. I'll give him credit for Black Ops 2's campaign. That was... I would not say it was a good campaign. I would say it was a better campaign than what we have come to expect. Black Ops 2 actually went in decent directions. And if Treyarch is continued to allow... If they're actually allowed off their leash to make something interesting... And I think they'll have to be now, because Ghosts is basically a failure, right? It sold, obviously, millions of copies, but it is a failure in comparison to the other titles. Yeah. So, my hope is that Treyarch is allowed off its leash to do something insane. And if they do, it'll be wonderful. Yeah, and Black Ops 2 actually had some interesting stuff involved in it. Is this a Murloc deck? Because if it is, I'm dead. Who the hell plays a Priest Murloc deck? No, he's probably just playing a Murloc Tidehunter because he has one, you know? Don't you dare, War Leader. Don't you dare! Hey, if it's COD versus aliens, I'm in on that. I am absolutely in on that. It cannot be worse than Colonial Marines. Yeah, again, if you're gonna make an FPS, you're gonna make a decently long campaign. Decently long. There we go. Yeah, that was to be expected. Again, I'm fine with that. Losing minions in the early stages of this game in this deck is actually fine. I just need to keep his board clear so that I can get my big stuff out. Welcome to Cadrid, who just subscribed. If you're gonna make an FPS and you're gonna make a single-player campaign, then make the damn game single-player focused. Make it like Far Cry 3 or like Dishonored, anything along those lines, or like Shadow Warrior. Shadow Warrior has no multiplayer, and thank fucking God for that. Like, there are times when you say, oh, thank God this game doesn't have single-player, and there are times when you say, thank God it doesn't have multiplayer. A long time ago, it was actually that, because there were so many tacked-on multiplayer modes being brought in for a bunch of games that made no sense whatsoever. Absolutely none. It was infuriating. And these days, it's actually the other way around. We get tacked on single players, which are equally stupid. Alien Isolation. Yes, I really trust Creative Assembly to make a bug-free Alien game in a genre that it has never gone into before. This will surely go well. Also, it's published by Sega, so it's not getting any coverage on my channel whatsoever. No, they still haven't apologized. Yes, it's been over a year. Fuck Sega.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Kingdoms of Amalur, yes. 70% off. I don't know, I mean, for that price, it's probably worth bashing in. Like, if I've got a recommendation for Kingdoms of Amalur, it's don't do any of the side quests at all, because the game is horribly balanced, in the sense that if you do the side quests, you actually end up being completely and totally overpowered, removing any challenge that the game has whatsoever. Play the main story and the faction quests, and that is it. Don't do anything else with it. And then Kingdoms of Amalur is decent. If you do the side quest stuff, and you start getting off track, you are going to get bored out of your mind. Welcome to Ghost Bear Zero that just subscribed, and Thrix, I assume.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, you just become too strong. You do. It's just silly. You become colossally overpowered in every way. That's the main problem with that game. Hogger is not the right play here. Ken is. Elder Scrolls Online. I'm not 100% sure why people are excited about that game. I guess they're more into the Elder Scrolls universe and lore than I am. I personally couldn't really give a toss, and this comes from someone that put 350 hours into Oblivion. You know, and I don't really care. Oh, I could really use a Baron Geddon right now. Baron Geddon would be beautiful. Nope, not getting that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm probably dead this game, by the looks of it. This is not going well. Yep, no way to do that. I'll be dead very soon. Like, am I actually just straight up dead? 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, but I'm pretty close.
For honor.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I played it at PAX. I played a good 45 minutes of it. It definitely didn't impress me all that much, frankly. So that's certainly a concern. Wildstar. I have beta for that. I really should play a bit of it. I'm not sure. Well, I'm definitely not NDA'd on the content that I played at PAX. It's like, it's too much like WoW for my liking. I don't want to play WoW anymore. And Wildstar is a lot like it. You know, it feels a lot like it. It definitely has some nice additions, but that's the problem with developing an MMO. It's like, yeah, we're going to have some WoW elements, and then like 5 years down the line, your game actually comes out, and it's 5 years out of date. I know, I'm not... I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of the old WoW devs. They are making WoW in space. It's as simple as that. And I believe that kills me. Yes, it does. GG. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's a nicely designed WoW in space. Like, if that's what you're up for, then Wildstar actually looks great. But outside of that, I don't want to play WoW in space. I don't want to play the same game that I've played. I played WoW for 7 years. That's quite enough. I don't want any game like that. Not at all. Yeah, you can share pictures. I actually don't know why we have links disabled. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know how. How do I do that? Well, we don't need slow mode. That's for sure. I'm not sure why that's on. Let's have a look. More settings. Yeah, I should be able to allow links. Hang on a sec. I'm just trying to find out how to do that. Because I should be able to just allow links. Like, we're on sub chat all the time. I don't see any reason not to allow it. Oh, we actually don't. We do allow links. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, you can link to your heart's content. Links should be allowed. There we go. All right. Terrible hand. Also terrible hand. If you're willing to spend $5 to get permabanned and post a link to a virus, then by all means, I could certainly use the extra cash.
Well played.
Mana worm.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, chat is permanently sub-only for those who don't know. We keep it that way. It's easier to read. It's nice to provide a benefit to the subscribers as well. So. And this hand is not getting me anywhere, as it turns out.
Reporting for duty.
Well played.
Yeah, this is not helping. Thankfully, he doesn't have a lot of damage potential on the board yet. Yeah, we don't have many viewers right now, that's fine. I haven't advertised the stream in any way, so that's to be expected. Assuming... oh, for fuck's sake! Give me a thing!
To battle. To battle.
Welcome to Void's Light that just subscribed. If we do end up going for EverQuest next tonight, assuming that the Landmark Alpha comes up in time, then I will do the advertisement on the channel. But if we don't, well, then we don't. It's also getting pretty late, so I'm hoping that it comes up soon. This is a horrible mage deck, and I hate this person for having it. I'm gonna die horribly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, quite. Elite Tauren Chieftain! Because it's the only thing I have, and I'm now gonna die. I'm gonna do Power of the Horde and then hope not to die horribly. But I just gave him another spell, which is even worse. It's like, no! This fucking mana worm, and I can't do a damn thing to it, because the first 4 turns I got no cards I could play. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. Look at it, look at this shit. This is not a hand that you want right now. Yahtzee on the podcast, that's up to him. Yahtzee, surprisingly enough, you might not be aware of it, this is actually quite a shy individual. Oh, fuck this guy. This guy knows what he's doing. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm almost dead. Pretty much guaranteed dead. So, let's random Power of the Horde.
Shall not fall. I can wait and fish all day. Caught one.
Completely screwed. On to Hugel. I just subscribed. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not. Yahtzee's great, by the way. I spent a lot of time with him and Jim Sterling down at the Escapist Expo, and they were both fantastic. Like them both a lot. But yeah, some people love to bullshit on podcasts for 3 hours, and some people don't. Some people are just more reserved individuals. And a lot of people just prefer scripted content, you know? Actually, I read some ridiculous criticism of me at one point. It says, oh, you know, Totalbiscuit's criticism isn't even close to being on the level of Campster's or whatever. I'm like, well, I should hope not, because Campster spends like 3 weeks writing and scripting out all of his videos, and I do all my shit off the top of my head. So I would certainly hope that he's better at it than I am. Because if he wasn't, then I'm not sure what he's doing. But anyway, you know, some people just work better in a scripted environment. Some people can do the live stuff and prefer it. It's as simple as that, really. And there's no right way of doing it. But yeah, totally. You know, if someone spent 3 weeks coming up with a critique, it damn well better be better than my stuff. Considering I'm trying to critique at least one game a day. But yes, Yahtzee is extremely well-spoken. I mean, you want to go watch the British expat panel that's on the Escapist website with me, Yahtzee, and Jim Sterling. He's fantastic. On all of it. But yeah, he doesn't give himself enough credit. Some people are they just don't dig that kind of content. They don't like to be in a situation where they don't have that safety net. They just don't feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with that. Longleg1995 just subscribed, so thank you very much to you.
I will fight with honor.
I'm currently just mostly answering questions in the chat at this point. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. There we go. We got an llama bot. That's always fun. Adam Suster on the podcast. I have actually, funnily enough, I emailed him yesterday to ask him if he wants to be on. I don't know if he's gonna have the time, because it's 3 hours and Cess is really fucking busy. So, yeah. I can't guarantee it, but I just want to let you know that I know that people want Cess on the podcast, and I would love Cess on the podcast. So just consider that, yes, I will try to get Cess on the podcast. No promises, though. Although, if Cess is on the podcast, then there's no way Jesse's getting a word in edgeways, ever. And if you don't like Dodger talking, like being quiet, Dodger was being entirely quiet, most likely. So, shit, he got an acidic swamp ooze out. Alright, well, we pagel it then. We can't go for an llama bot. Thank you to Calvanus that just subscribed. Thank you very much. Ooh, that's fucking ugly. This one's not going well, is it? No, it is not. I think we'll just play, well, we could Leroy, which would be the dumbest shit ever. Or we could Murkai, which would also do nothing, as it turns out. So, yeah, that defender, that shield bearer is actually proving to be surprisingly useful. Why did I just do that? What the fuck am I doing? What? Why are you so stupid? Fuck it. Leroy Jenkins. Because why not? I've already lost this game anyway. He's gained way too much board control.
Pass me that arc light spinner.
I'm getting my ass handed to me. Rightfully so. This is a terrible deck, and that should happen. Okay, remove some damage potential. There we go. And to Ivor Spick that just subscribed. Thank you very much. Burger Paul on the podcast. In theory, yeah. Oh, fuck. This guy's destroying my face horribly. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Yeah, I'm just flat out dead, I think. 7, 9, 10, 13. Yeah, there's no way I'm coming back in this game. Not a fucking hope. Let's make it fun! I don't know, maybe. There's a lot of interesting possible guests that we could have. No, you may not be on the podcast. Well, Millhouse actually just traded like 3 for 1, so... if I got Deathwing out of that, I might have lived. But as it stands, I didn't. Or Tyrion. Alright. I think we're actually still in it. We're still in this game, guys. Black Knight that. This is where he just plays his Blessing of Kings and I die anyway.
You shall not pass.
Jesus. It's like, here's some value. Would you like some value? Here's some more value. I actually should have played double Alarm Bot there instead of that. I am now absolutely and totally dead. There's no doubt about that. One more turn, I could have had Tyrion. But I am now definitely dead.
I'm invincible.
Unless he chooses to leave me alive. Come on, leave me alive. You know you want to. I just play 2 Alarm Bots.
Well played.
Indeed. Coward!
I am sorry.
Going to double check. Yeah. Still no word on EverQuest next landmark servers. I'm keeping an eye on Smedley's Twitter because that's probably the most reliable way of finding out. I play on NA. I live in America now, so I play on NA. It's to be expected.
Let the hunt begin. I will fight.
For those just tuning in, by the way, we're just killing time until EverQuest Next Landmark servers come back up. That's the plan at any rate. Yep, they do have 40 minutes. Yeah, landmark is just the building bit. But it's the resource gathering bit as well, which is the interesting part. But they're going to be eventually adding in, like, monsters and stuff like that that you have to deal with. I have no opinion of Rust. I have no interest in playing it right now, because apparently it's full of cheaters, so fuck everything about that. And I've got better things to do with my time. And frankly, like, coverage on the main channel of early access games is not going to happen anymore. Do a podcast with Uber Haxonova. I actually met him, and he's really cool. To be fair, I'm gonna be in